Every year I plant cole vegetables, C-O-L-E, cole crops, and those are the ones that can tolerate frost, and you can plant them in the spring as soon as the ground is workable. And then you can replant them in the fall because they can grow into October or even later. Some of them, like kale and other ones. Parsley can handle a couple of frosts, but what the problem is there's this cabbage moth that will climb up the stem of seedlings and eat the seedling, and even later will crawl up and lay eggs on the leaves of the cole crops. So I found this website that says to make these 2-inch squares that you put around your seedling when you first plant them, and then it's roofing felt, and then as the plant grows the stem will spread out the roofing felt the way you cut it. So what you do is you cut 2-inch squares, and I'm going to show you how I do that now. What we already did was we cut several 2-inch strips, so I don't have to cut a whole bunch of squares like that. I can just cut each strip into 2 inches and go from there. So these are the strips that we already cut, and there's more than I need right now, but I made my husband cut more so I don't have to have him do it next year too. And then we had to buy this huge roll anyway, and then I got a yardstick on this piece of wood with one of the strips. What I'm doing is I'm going to mark it every 2 inches all the way down, and then I'm going to cut it with my utility blade, and then I'll go from there. So here we go, just cutting the 2-inch marks, or marking the 2-inch marks. I already got up to 18, so every 2 inches. Okay, so there's on one side. I'm going to mark both sides. So I'm going to draw my line. And this is nice because the strip is exactly a yard. I can see that my 2-inch mark lines up. So here we go. I could probably just cut it, but I don't want to make any mistakes. I haven't done this before. Just rather be careful the first time. Okay, and I've got it marked on each side. Now I can draw a line. I could have used the square too, the whatever that's called. I just thought of that. It's a little harder to see if that's right. It's a little weird. And I could just use a knife. I was just thinking of that. I'm wasting some time drawing all those lines. Here we go. Yep, that's coming apart, so there we go. Oops. It's a little crooked. Maybe I should do it like that. I don't have to balance the yardstick so much. That didn't cut. grain of the wood. Possibly it's a little crooked, but it's not that important to be totally perfectly square. So there's my 2-inch squares. And the paper on back. Oh well. Tear that off. I was thinking that paper was going to be a problem. It doesn't want to come off all the way though. So there's 18. I got more to do. I'll come back later. Here's an update. What I did was I realized that paper on the back was a problem, so I tore off all the paper. And then I marked all of them on the 2-inch mark, which you can kind of see. There's a pencil mark like here, and then one there. There's one there. You can kind of see them. And then what I realized is I could use the speed square with the knife. So let's see how that works. I think that would be a lot easier, then I don't have to mark it twice. So put this on here, but I have to make sure this is even with the board. Let's see how that works. So, do that. And hopefully this works. Seems like it might be more of a pain right now. Yeah, some paper wants to move after you cut it. Get these out of here. So let me line it up. And it's working. Okay. Just gotta keep it, that edge on there so it's square. Otherwise it'll be crooked. cut, so I'll be back. Okay, and what I did is I made a template on this 2x4, or yeah, it's 2x4, and this is the square for the felt piece, and then I drew a line for each edge, one in the middle, and then on the top, this longer line goes halfway through the top. This shorter line goes 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And then I have these two little lines here that are 1/4 inch from the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on the middle line up to this 3/4 inch. And I'm just going to eyeball where that is. I'm going to cut all the way down. And then what I want to do is cut along the the 1 inch line, horizontal line, the amount of these 1/4 inch marks. So I'm just going to eyeball that. You don't have to be precise, just pretty close. Okay, and what you do is you have this piece of felt, and the seedling stem will fit in here like that, and as it grows, the felt will grow out around the plant, and it keeps those cabbage moths and their worms from climbing up the plant, and hopefully I'll have a better crop this year. So I'm going to do a few of those. So here we go, another one. First thing I'm going to do is cut up that line so I can use a speed square as much as possible. And I'm just going to cut, not going to measure. Start at that 3/4 inch mark, go all the way down, and then I want to cut here, but I can't use a speed square here unless I had another template where I turned it. I wonder if I can do that. Let me see if I turn it like that. Yeah, actually that would work. Let me try that. I didn't think of that till now. But now I don't have my marks. But this is 3/4, so I know it's that there. So I'll just guesstimate. Oh, I can't seem to hold it down. Let's try that again. I'm not doing it in the right spot. Good thing it didn't cut through all the way. I need to be up here. So if I turn it, it would have to be this way. Nope, that won't work either. Forget it. I'll just go to what I was doing. Just want to line it up on the 1/2 inch. And get those 1/4 inch marks. And there you go. And here's another one. So I have a whole bunch more to go. I'll do a few, and then that'll be it. And I'll show you later when I put them in the garden how they're going to look around the plants. As long as I remember to do it. A lot of times I do these things and I don't remember to film it on my camera. And going up to that 3/4 inch all the way down. Take the ruler, put it on the 1 inch line, and go for a 1/2 inch from 1/4 mark to the other. And there it is. Now that one, I didn't make it long enough. How come? Get a little bit longer. There we go. If I can do two at once, I'm going to try it. There's so many to do. Put two there. Speed square. Put it on the mark. Through ruler on the 1/2 inch, the 1 inch for a 1/2 inch. got 2. That's good. It's a little easier. I don't think I could do 3 though. To push down a little too hard, and I'm worried that I'm going to go past my marks. Yep, so it cut through. Okay.